how about we make some American buttercream today? Hello everyone, thank you for joining me back here on Hetty's Bake Shop. So today I thought, well, I've said a lot about starting a business and what to do. So to be honest, we can't do anything without the actual cake, the buttercream, and things that go into it. I thought, well then, how about we make some American buttercream today? This is how we're going to put our cakes together and frost it. So let's get going. So we have here some butter. I have unsalted butter, heavy cream. I have my vanilla extract, powdered sugar, and some salt. I'm going to use a mixer. You can use a hand mixer. You can do this by hand, but this is what I have, and this will be much easier for me. So my hands are washed and clean, but I just like to put on the gloves press, and then the butter is at room temperature, so I can press my finger in, but it's not melted. It goes in. I'm using 454 grams. I'm going to put everything in the description box below so you can access the recipe whenever you want to. So the butter goes in. If your butter is too cold, also your buttercream is going to curdle. So you don't want that. We want the buttercream to be at room temperature. So we're going to mix the butter on low for a little bit, and then we move it to 4. Mine sets in KitchenAid sets in 4, so that it can whip to be light and fluffy. So light and fluffy. So our butter is light and fluffy. We're going to scoop our powdered sugar in here, a cup at a time. I picked the wrong one. I have a half cup, so I'm going to do 2 at a time. So here it goes. After you scoop it in, you make sure it's properly incorporated before you start the next one. That's my 2. Properly done. You don't want to do it too fast, too much powdered sugar in there. You're going to have a whole smoke. It's going to be so cloudy in your kitchen, you'll be surprised. So I like to turn it off. I don't want to have a powdered sugar bath. Now don't forget to scrape the bottom of your pan to make sure that the butter and sugar have properly mixed together. I'm going to add my salt, and mix it on high. So now we have our butter, we have our powdered sugar in here, and our salt. I want to add cream in here. I have 3 ounces in here, but let me just show you what it looks like without the cream. So this is what it looks like with no liquids. It's very thick. See, it barely falls. But if you're going to use this to smoothen a cake, it's going to be a little difficult. So we're going to add some cream in here so it's more silky, if I should say. So I've added the heavy cream and vanilla essence. I use the clear extract because I don't want to add any more color to my buttercream. We want it to be white anyway, so the clear one gives us a little step ahead. So for the butter, you can use half butter, half vegetable shortening. If you're in areas where there's a lot of heat, high heat areas, you can use half vegetable shortening and half butter. Taste the same. Okay. So this is what it looks like. I'm going to take this off so you can actually see. So a few things to remember. American buttercream is a crusting buttercream. That means that when you are done and you leave it out, the top of it is going to feel dry. It's going to be like a grainy, it's kind of grainy. That's the best way to describe it. So the best way to store it is in an airtight container so air cannot get on it. It's good for flowers and stuff because once you do it, it crusts. So it's kind of hard outside, but it's really soft on the inside. Also, you can leave it out for a little bit. It's going to be fine, but best way to do is keep it in the fridge. If you're going to use it a little later, you can put it in the fridge and store it, but when you bring it out again, give it a good whip to bring it back to the right consistency. So that is all I have for you today. This is American buttercream we just made. All the details are going to be in the description box below, and happy baking.